Oh, I forgot to change the best of 3. It's got the team thing.
Oh, they've already got a win. Well, thankfully,
I
you
forgot
can't
to
see
do-
that. You can't see that on stream, so you're fine. Because stream, my cutouts don't actually show it, so it's fine. They'll never know. Karen, don't tell.
I've already said it.
Okay.
Are these teams balanced?
Of course, are they?
Asked.
Oh, that's all for you. Anyway, yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a week. I've casted in-house, or maybe slightly more, but it did seem to go ahead. Even the Wednesday one went ahead, which I thought was quite interesting because that's had some kind of varying success rates. But nice to see you managed to get a full 10 for that too.
Yeah, I think was it Wednesday and Saturday that happened. I'm not sure about Monday. I couldn't remember.
Okay. We can always look back on the events log.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's been a very long patch, shall we say? That's why I called the stream "No Patch, No Problem." 7.30 we're all waiting for. But as you can see, it's the same kind of heroes being banned. Wyvern, the TA, Juju's TA. AA, you've got Hoodwink being banned, and of course Puck being picked against Nat. Well, Puck snapping it from Nat so that he can't have it does make sense to me. We know how good he is on the hero. Don't want his mitts anywhere near it. One thing that I might check for my own channel quickly is obviously the subs. They've been slowing down a bit, which is fine. I'm not like here for the subs, but I'm very close, I think, of ticking over to hitting the next time I can actually get a payout. So yeah, I need about $10 more and I can have a payout. So one thing I'm definitely going to try and do is get some new, maybe some new borders for this, you know, drafting screen, like around all the pick phases and stuff. And you gave me some links of some names of people who do that, so I'm going to have a look.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look and see if I can get one of those, one of them to do it for me. I don't want anything fancy. I just want a nice setup. Maybe a background picture as well would be nice. So I'm just using some free Smaug picture I found online, which I like, but nice to have my own customized one.
Just do you just like thumbs up, like
yeah, in the back,
in the background.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, we've got Jakiro to start with, which is an interesting opening pick. I don't know about Jakiro in the meta. Is he a good support or?
I don't know. I don't see him played much, but it's not unlike veteran to pick the support first anyway.
Okay, interesting combo we got straight away, Underlord and Jakiro. So heavy magic damage team already there. Some crowd control. You got a stun from Jakiro and a root from Underlord. You got some tower push as well. Jakiro helps with that. Either of them good against Puck? Not particularly in such. I mean, Jakiro does have a stun you can put underneath the phase shift. So actually it can be quite useful.
Yeah. Do we know much about Jack in terms of positions?
I think. Well, I don't know a lot about Jack because we have a Jack and we have a Jack S, and they are not the same person. So I don't know what rank Jack is. Regular Jack. Jack S, as we know, is a divine. So yeah, no idea. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But Lion, high disable. Could be good against Underlord because Underlord's a very strong laning hero, but he really suffers with mana. So if you can drain his mana, you can't do anything. Can't fast on wave. He's just a walking creep. So I like the Lion pick.
Probably I just like Lion in general anyway.
He's so good in this meta. Just having that much disable and getting an early blink dagger, and then GG 600 magic damage when you hit level 6, easy kill on the core or someone fed. Yeah, I like it. Well, Karen, you have a lot of Grandmaster and heroes approaching that Grandmaster tier. What would you say your favorite support is if you had to just pick one?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll have to be Witch Doctor because I'm Grandmaster on him.
OG, okay. OG Witch Doctor, fair enough, yeah.
But like, in this, just my recent 3 heroes are literally like Witch Doctor, Grimstroke, and Lion.
Okay, Grimstroke's good, yeah. I like him. He's been very popular. Lion very popular. But I played with the Witch Doctor recently, and that hero is so good if the game starts well for him. You just, you just appear on the high ground. You just go stun Maledict ult, and you've murdered anyone really. Like,
that's why I like him. I think because you can literally solo their carry.
Yep.
While they're taking the jungle.
Yeah.
And but then I end up feeling bad because in the laning phase you might end up taking the kill from your carry, so you might be like 6-0-2 or something, just because you get the kill from the Maledict.
Because they've run away and the Maledict's
Yeah,
got a big bucket then. Yeah, okay, that's true. You do take a lot more kills. But I think, to me, as a core player, I don't mind so much. If you've got some assists, you've got a free farm lane, that's worth more than a couple of last hits. So yeah, I'd rather have a Witch Doctor 6-0-2 than a Lion who goes 0-1-1 or something, you know. Give me a lane with kills, it's much better. So
yeah.
Anyway, I think some of these bans might be reminiscing of some previous in-houses. We've got a Gyrocopter ban there. I know Heroes had a lot of success in in-houses. But you ban Ursa when you're playing Underlord because you don't want to be mauled to death, definitely.
Well, the team that Nat is on has banned the Gyro. I would have thought that it was the other team that would ban the Gyro against Nat.
Maybe.
But
we've got a lot of Gyro players. Anyone can really play them. We've got Decate. I'm guessing he's the player at the bottom there.
Yes, it is.
The weeb player.
Yeah,
Weeby
I think he'll be on the pot.
Yeah. I'm not trying to flame you too much, Decate, but a little bit weeby. Anyway, Rubik, maybe for Nat, but Veteran also plays a fair bit of Rubik, so that can be in either player's hands. Is it a good hero? Yeah, Lion spells are great to steal because on Rubik they last about 6,000 years, and you can lift up Puck with a point click. So you can definitely get the jump on Puck. So I quite like Rubik here. I think it's good.
And if he steals Finger, it'll do a lot more damage, wouldn't it, as well?
Oh yeah, if you can get Finger, it's like probably 700 damage even at level 7 or so when he takes it. And he also gets Finger charges. So if he steals Finger enough times, he can actually increase the damage himself. So, Treant Protector, tanky strength support. Don't see a lot of him these days, but I really like him. I don't know if you've played ever much Treant. I know you play support, Karen, but...
Yeah, I like playing Treant. I pick him sometimes when I'm playing +4.
Do you like the Holy Locket rush, or are you more of like a Meteor Hammer, aggressive kind of playstyle?
I tend to go Holy Locket nowadays.
Max the heal first, or?
Let me think. No, I actually go Nature's Grasp. What it's called?
Yeah, it's the Q.
Yeah.
The Vine line.
Yeah, the Vine one. Yeah, I tend to go that, and then I do the healing one, and then max Leech Seed last.
Okay.
So I go like Holy Locket, and then I go Blink because his ult is literally so good.
Yeah, and it's quite hard to get off without Blink because you just have to kind of waddle up as a massive tree
yes.
and hope that you can ult people. Yeah, I agree. I like getting the Blink dagger on Treant, so we'll see if that's how they play it. I think the Dire team definitely have more initiation. You've got Lion who'll get Blink, Puck who'll get Blink, Treant who may get Blink.
Oh
whereas
God,
Radiant
Gaming
don't have a lot, do they? They've got very, very high damage and strong team fight, but they don't have engage. That's what I'm worried about on the Radiant team, lack of engage. Maybe they'll just tower push, so we'll see. And Dart, they've gone for the Lord of all cores. It's a Luna versus Terrorblade fight.
Wait a second. Who is the Terrorblade player on the Dire team, though?
Could be JCA. Could be Decate. I don't know.
No, Decate is
on the Puck?
not.
Decate on the Puck? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
he only plays mid. He wouldn't play TB.
Maybe it's JCA. I don't know if Somewhat or Wobber or Tim. I don't know if they're really that much POS 1 players. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, Terrorblade, he's very good right now. Same with Luna. They're both incredibly fast farming cores who can both retreat to the jungle at like level 4 or 5 if the lane goes badly. So it's going to be a battle of the late game. But we'll see. If Luna gets her ult off, she can kill a Terrorblade pretty quickly. But then he can obviously sunder back up. So we'll see.
If Brex was in this in-house, he would demand ET, I think.
Yes, ET is so good against Terrorblade, yeah. Because... for those who don't know, Terrorblade's armor is mostly base armor. He doesn't buy items like Assault Cuirass. He has massive agi gain, and Elder Titan removes all agility. Or not all agility, all armor, all base armor. All of it, completely all of it. So he can take like 44 armor away from a Terrorblade and then punch him to death in like 3 hits, or enable your core to right-click him. Elder Titan is a really strong hero, but I think Brex is the only person who kind of regularly plays it in our in-houses. So I think it's safe. They've gone for... whenever I see Storm and Zeus banned in that order, I always think Tinker's coming every time. So I just don't know if you want...
oh, that is true.
You can't pick Tinker really with Puck and Terrorblade. It just feels like that kind of ban. Like, please don't assassinate us. I want a nice a hero who doesn't want to be jumped. And the other team, they banned Axe and Mars. So they're getting rid of those big strength initiators. They already have so much initiation with Puck, Lion, and Treant. I don't know if they'll go Centaur or something to get even more stun going on. Even more
I
engage.
see. Because Dire's missing an offlaner.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So,
I mean, could it be Puck offlane?
it could be.
Potentially.
I kind of like Puck offlane. The problem with Puck offlane is Puck is not a very durable hero. Very in and out, but it's not a front line. Doesn't soak any damage, but got great engage and very irritating to lane against. So definitely could be a Puck offlane. And then they could run another mid hero. But I don't know if they really want Tinker. I think Tinker actually works quite well here because the enemy team have no jump. Absolutely no jump. But they have last pick. So they can always go like Ember Spirit or Spectre, or I don't think they'll go Spectre with Luna. But, you know, they could pick some jumps and Void Spirits. They go Bristleback. So they decide we don't need engage. We've got Lion, Treant, Puck. We have loads of engage. We'll just throw a tanky boy at the front. There's your Bristle. We'll tank Jakiro, Luna. And the final pick is Viper immediately to counter the Bristleback.
Okay.
Literally instantly, but it makes sense. It deals with the Bristleback. You've got Nat on a signature Rubik.
Yeah.
And Decate on the Puck. So will we see Nat mid? I don't think so. We're probably going to see Viper against Puck. I don't know. I think that's not actually the worst thing for Puck. Because Puck can take phase shift, and if you spam phase shift, you can dodge a fair few Viper poison attacks. So we'll see. Somewhat on the Bristleback. I'm expecting JCA Terrorblade. I'm assuming they knew who was going to play it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have
before they picked it. Yeah.
How do you bet? You bet by just clicking. There should be a predict button now.
Yeah.
At the top.
Or if you click on the channel points button, the prediction thing is at the top.
Oh yes, so it is.
Guess how much channel points I've got?
Oh no, like 200,000.
171k.
That's quite a lot, actually. But it's just going to endlessly build until I have to pay like 300 quid in subs to myself. I'm going to have to do a cap on redeems in one moment of time. I actually can do that. I can put a cooldown on it. I may have to, or you'll bankrupt me. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. We're about to start. Here we go. Game 1. Starting pretty much on time. Juju said he'd be late, but wasn't really that late at all. Get ready with my cameras. Haven't had the webcams on for a while. Time to see everyone's face.
And it's more than 4 this time, at least.
Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 cameras up at the moment, which is pretty cool. We're starting with none other than JCA. Glorious main. Of course, there's a massive arrow that was drawn like 3 seconds in. That's Ollie. Ollie on the Viper. Starting with a stick. Stick against Puck, okay. You don't actually get stick charges from phase shift.
I wonder why he went it then.
I think skipping bottle. I'm not sure about that because Viper uses a lot of mana. This is a hero all about mana. There's no exclamation mark bet command, but there's... Thanks for the follow. There's at the top, there's a...
Oh, kiddo! That's my friend.
Is it? Oh, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming along.
Hi, kiddo.
There's a predict button at the very top of the channel, or
I'm gonna screenshot it to Ross because it'd just be the easiest. Predict.
Expected better from you, Ross, to be honest. Anyway. I don't understand the logic behind getting emails for follows. Like, if 4 people follow me in a stream, let's say, I only get 1 email from one of them. I don't know why. It's very inconsistent, but anyway. Yeah, bet more than 10 points, please. Anyway. Let's see what's happening. Veteran going for the Soul Ring on Underlord. I feel like you can maybe run out of HP unless you're going to rush mech. Bit of a fight going in the bot lane. Jack does manage to burn a few heroes here. Tim with level 1 Nature's Grasp. That's fairly common. Somewhat using a fair bit of mana there. Dire do secure 3 bounty runes, so very, very slightly to them. And it is JCA on the Terrorblade. Look at his starting items, by the way. He started with a lot of gold spare. It looked like he maybe was thinking of boots rushing, but then he decided to send in most of a Wraith Band. He wasn't really sure. But oh, Nat Rubik. I would not want to play against Nat Rubik and Veteran Underlord. That's going to be a very irritating lane. And Veteran, of course, Atrophy Aura, taking away some of Terrorblade's base damage. It starts with only -2. but it will start to become more and more and more. Look at the right clicks on an 8 armor Terrorblade. Starting to hit hard.
The courier, Nat's going for, is he going for pro?
He's going to try, but Wobber knows. Wobber gets off the stun, but Nat's still going for it. But is he fast in the courier? He's exactly the same speed, but somehow he still lands. He's going to have to TP out. But 3 seconds until Earth Spike. He nearly died, in fact, but he got the courier. It's only 25 gold each. And the courier is up really shortly, and there were no items on it. Is that even worth it? I'm not actually sure, to be honest.
I don't know, but at least it's going to get dewarded now.
Yeah, I think that's not worth it for many reasons, actually. Because 1, it will be dewarded. 2, he had to use a salve and a TP. That's already like 210 gold. More if you lose the ward.
Oh, bottom, Tim.
Let's have a look. Tim, he's burning. He's the tree. The tree's on fire. And that's going to be first blood for Jack. Jack playing legit hero.
7. Oh, yeah, because of Bristleback. I was like, oh, 7 stick charges on Luna already.
That's very nice. I'm sure Jack, he has the stick, but he needs to get it to him ASAP. Already with that liquid fire, putting it on the tower, doing a little bit of damage. Whenever I see Terrorblade, I see win. Well, we'll see. Terrorblade team already have a death. I'm not sure. I don't know if I could call this. In fact, I probably predict Radiant myself. Not showing any bias, but Ollie actually putting a lot of pain onto Decay. Doesn't use the phase shift at all, just tanks it. Waiting for his bottle. His bottle is here. He's maybe going to try and go for the water room. But he knows he can get there before Viper. Top lane, you've got a bit of a fight. And that Rubik taking quite a bit of pain from Wob. The veteran, he's happy. Still got most of his tangos. Already got 4 denies. Most last hits as well. And he's going for Vanguard Rush. Soul Ring into Vanguard. Oh, no Soul Ring yet, actually. Maybe it's on the courier. I haven't spotted it yet. Fights in top, fights in bottom. Somewhat is going to be fine. Wobbler, he's low. One more right click. He's actually going to go down. But there was a courier kill as well. There's just so much action already in this game, even though there's only been 2 kills.
Yeah, they definitely need to fix the pathing of couriers because Luna's courier literally just walks straight into Tim.
Yeah, okay. They need to be careful. You need to control your couriers, guys. I bind it to C to select courier, so you can select it quickly. Make sure you got those keybinds.
I tend to tell my carry if their couriers like about to be in danger because obviously I'm around the trees and stuff. And then they move it.
So Ross in chat brings up a good question. What happened to the mid CS? I don't know. They're CSing very poorly, both of them, but I don't know who that benefits because Viper needs the early game. And so he needs to farm. But then Puck also doesn't want to be really, really, really far behind either. So I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's interesting. But you see Ollie, he's not going for bottom. I think that's going to cost him. Decay's playing very aggressive. He's got to be careful. Ollie with already 2 ranks of corrosive skin. So it's a little bit of damage every time he gets hit. But as you can see, he just bottles up. And he's about to get another water rune. Oh, it's going to be a kill here.
Oh my god, look at
No, they've got Fairy Fire, Fairy Fire. Oh no, Puck's in a lot of trouble. Where'd the Puck go? Puck went down here. Actually going to TP out, does jaunt away. Jack came in. He's going to nab one of the water runes. Ollie can get the other one. But Puck, no. He TP'd. TP to the tower. I thought he was going to go back to base, but he was smarter than that. Did not do that. But Veteran, he is stuck in the corner being killed. And JCA will claim that in his Demon Metamorphosis form. That is a nice kill for a Terrorblade to get in the early game. Especially on an Underlord who's causing him a little bit of trouble. Underlord only 1 tango left as well. Nat only level 2. If
there's one thing that Decayed hates, it's being ganked mid.
Oh yeah, well everyone does if you're a mid player. But you know it's part of the game. I used to be annoyed at it. I'd say, oh, missed the kill in the bot lane. Juju gets a kill on Tim. Somewhat trying to help, but not a lot he can do. Does have a ring of health, and of course his own magic stick, but Juju doesn't seem to care. Juju's just farming fine, not bothered. I mean, being ganked mid, I used to get really annoyed about it. It's like, oh, I would have won mid, but would have outskilled him. But, you know, I got ganked. But, you know, Dota is not a 1v1 game, right? It's a team game, and being ganked mid is part of it, and your awareness and realizing when their pos 4 is missing or whatever. I mean, that's part of it. There's a lot of damage going to Wob. I'm actually looking at top lane first because there's just so much fighting. But Wob, he actually gets away. Now it's like Jack. Is he going to be killed by someone? He needs to kill Quill Spray, but he does not have mana, but he still gets the proc with the Bristle Bat. A load of procs into Juju, but somewhat will be okay. That's another kill.
What's going on?
And that top lane and bot lane, I mean, mid is also pretty active, but and there nearly was a kill there, so every single lane has had something going on. Ollie's playing a very old school Viper build. Not saying I hate it, but it's interesting. It's 2 Wraith Bands, fine. And then a Hood of Defiance to get you that magic resistance and that health regen. So instead of going for bottle, the problem is, how is he going to deal with mana? Is he going to go for Eternal Shroud?
Yeah, I think he's going to do that build.
And Tim, he was taken out again. Tim's struggling a little bit in that bot lane. He's already died 3 times. And he just can't provide a lot of support for somewhat. Struggle is absolutely no mana. He's got the Vanguard, sure. He's tanky. He's got a stick, but he needs some mana regen. This guy is always out of mana. I would consider Soul Ring on Bristle, to be honest. When you Soul Ring, that gives you a lot of time to spam Quill Sprays and Nasal Goo, and you've got the Vanguards. You always heal it back up. But anyway, that's on them. CS is pretty close. Net worth is going to be close too. No point considering anything just yet.
I think it's hard for Dire off lane also because they're 2 melee, 2 ranged.
Yeah, that's true. They're chasing Juju. But they can't. Juju is one of the fastest heroes in the game, you know, Luna. And so, just runs away. You've got a bit of slow coming out from Nasal Goo, but it's only rank 1. It's only a 3% slow until you stack it up higher. Nature's Grasp, 30% slow. Luna just walks away. They don't have enough lockdown. Top lane, a bit of a fight veteran. He's going to be okay. There is Metamorphosis on JCA. He's actually sitting with Strength Treads. He's being whittled down by Veteran, who once again has reached top CS. CSing is good with all players now, actually. Terrorblade's a little bit behind, but it's nothing serious. Oh, the Nature's Grasp, it doesn't connect, but Decay is still here. Juju just holding his ground, does not have his ult, is going to get killed by the Illusory Orb. And I think Jack is in trouble too. He did pop a 1 massive charges, but just a little bit more tower diving. Double kill for Decay. Fantastic gank there. That's what the Dire needed. Put them a little bit further ahead. And of course, Decay, he's happy to get a double kill when he's just stuck against the Viper. A Viper who has no points in Nether Toxin, which is not that usual because 1 rank Nether Toxin can actually wipe out a small camp pretty much by itself. It can push the mid wave. He's gone all in on winning the lane against Puck, but how can you win the lane against Puck if Puck is not in the lane? Goes and ganks. You need to push out the wave. Anyway, we'll see what Viper can do this game. Definitely a good counter to Bristleback. Just an overall irritating hero. I think Ollie could have all-ined Puck there. Maybe not with the Viper Strike. Does a lot of damage, but was it 400 damage? Yeah, 400 damage. Rank 1. Pretty good.
Oh. He's got a point in Nether Toxin now.
Ah, good. Fair bit of damage gone to Wob. He's not going to care because he's got Tranquil Boots. As soon as supports hit Tranquil Boots, they don't really care about being harassed by spell damage. They'll get it back. Such a nice item. I mean, supports, I don't know what they did before Tranquil Boots, to be honest.
Cry.
I mean, Tranquil Boots came out in, what, 2012 or 13? It was very early. I played a little bit of Dota before they existed. And basically, you either went something like Phase Boots or you just lived on Brown Boots for the entire game. But Tranquil's such a nice upgrade. Although the item also has gone through a lot of changes in the years. Used to give armor for quite a long time, Tranquil Boots. Not anymore.
I think it used to give a lot more, health regen as well, if I remember.
You might have done.
Or movement speed. It was one of the two. But I guess the movement speed comes from Brown Boots. Like,
it still gives a bit of... Yeah, Brown Boots got changed a lot. It still gives plus 20 move speed. You actually lose some move speed when Tranquil's breaks, less than normal boots. Doing quite a bit of damage to Tim, but Tim is just going to continue punching. He's got Nature's Grasp. Jack in a little bit of trouble. Somewhat is running. Are we going to drop the Eclipse? We can't because we don't have Eclipse. Jack realizes he can just TP out. Oh, he was 1 hit away from death, but he will be fine. You've got a bit of a interesting tower dive going on here by Veteran.
Yes.
If I was Wob, I'd just try and burn some of that mana, but maybe he can't. We've got Nat also roaming the jungle, trying to find JCA, who's just farming it. Ollie's trying to get the Invis Rune. He will pick it up. And now he's got his Hood of Defiance. So he is going to be very hard to take down. Top lane. Wob, he's under the tower. He has Finger of Death, but he is just being run at. And that will get the pick off with that right click. He's got 2 Fairy Fires. He went a very right-click focused support build. I like it. But Veteran, he did go Vanguard and Soul Ring. And now he's going Arcanes. So he is a tanky boy. I wonder if he saw Terrorblade and thought, ooh, Illusion Hero, Crimson Guard. Not a bad purchase. Pretty good against Bristleback right-clicking you to death as well. Puck likes to right-click a fair bit too for a decent amount of damage, so I can see Crimson Guard being a good purchase. And Tim, he's gone for the max Leech Seed first build, so it's a very aggressive build, but no living armor. So he can't defend his towers, he can't heal his team globally. It's an all-in aggressive build. And he is rushing Meteor Hammer too. They will take the tower. A couple of TPs in. Do they care? Tim's already in the trees. Ollie's turned up. Can he get Tim? He throws out the Viper Strike, but Tim can just TP home. Immediately TP's home. Does Nat have the range? Nope, cannot see him, but somewhat. We get the Fade Bolt, but there is no lift. Puck has gone in. 4-man to Kate. Big Dream Call, but we stole the silence. The Waning Rift was taken by Nat, the rank 3, and gets the return kill. Excellent play by the Rubik main, of course. Ollie, I'm afraid that Hood of Defiance doesn't do a lot of good against the Bristleback, but it does not matter. Anyone could join these in-houses, or is it specific people? If you have a friend in the in-house, then yes, you are welcome to join. And yes, you can toss Karen into the fountain. That's also acceptable.
What?
I'm okay with that.
That's because Kid always calls me a feeder.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think that was a fantastic play by Nat. There was a big 4-man Waning Rift and Dream Call, but Nat just stole the Waning Rift and immediately silenced the puck. It looks like Ollie's been gone on the bot lane. He has no TP, so he has to stand his ground against the Bristleback, but Bristleback has a Vanguard, and that is not going to be enough damage from Ollie to get a kill. So they do pick off Ollie. He had no tower, and he had no TP. So that was a mistake, but, you know, when you die, you get a free TP. Maybe that's why he did it. Thanks for the free TP. Nat God, Sam, you are correct. Let's have a look at levels. Who's the highest level? You actually got 3 level 10s. 1 level 10 coming out from the core, Juju. So obviously it's a fight between Juju and JCA to just AFK farm the jungle. But Luna has quite the lead at the moment. Look, nearly, what is that, sort of 800 gold? Or approaching that much. Juju with level 10. Mask of Madness already maxed out Moonglaves and no Eclipse or max Lucent Beam. It is the full I want to farm. You know, wake me up when it's time to win.
Isn't that the typical Ollie Luna in-house build as well? Like, he doesn't go Eclipse, I think.
I think it's the pro scene at the moment, yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of getting Eclipse fighting, but, you know, that's not really what you're supposed to do this meta. You're supposed to just farm, max out the Moonglaves, max out the Lunar Blessing, and eventually you'll have Eclipse and Lucid Beam. But, you know, not in a hurry. Just got to farm. I mean, look at this farm. It is really quite high at the moment, but the mid heroes are quite low on farm, but they're both equal. So I think Ollie's going to be okay with that. He doesn't mind. He's held the puck back a little bit, but Decade's still trying to go for Witchblade first. A very aggressive puck item. They actually smoked behind the tower. It's the first smoke of the game, 13 minutes in. In fact, it was exactly at 13:37. Elite time.
Oh, Ollie? Oh, they got on Nat.
Well, they can easily take Ollie, but I think Nat will intercept it. He's still holding Waning Rift. Of course, if you Waning Rift Rubik, he's going to be silenced for 3.5 seconds. Ollie's in a lot of trouble here. This is easily going to be 1 kill. They find Nat. They immediately hex him. Finger of Death. He is going to go straight down. Ollie is standing his ground, but in a 3 versus 1, he doesn't stand a good chance. Jack is nearby. He's thinking about helping out. He gets the zoning stun. The stun does go on to Tim. Tim's going to have to TP back. He's going to die. Actually, the Macropire is going in as well. Ollie is not dying. He's got 10 stick charges, power treads on strength, and a Hood of Defiance with 3 points corrosive skin. He is not that squishy. You know, corrosive skin plus Hood of Defiance. That's a lot of magic resist. He is on 51% magic resist. He is so tanky. And I guess he looks at the enemy team and he thinks, yeah, quite a lot of magic damage. Lion, Puck, Treant. Annoy me early game. Not so good against Terrorblade, but yeah, he's doing well on Viper. He's doing what he needs to. And he's just allowing his Luna to just farm as much as she wants. Jack is a little bit of trouble. It's being run down.
Coming into bottom now.
I think Ollie is fine. Nat's turned up. He's level 8. Quite high for a support. Jack is thinking gonna be fine.
Meanwhile, TV farming, Luna farming.
Oh yeah, but who's winning?
Tower getting hit.
they're both similar levels, but Luna or Juju farming just a little bit quicker. Going for, he's got Yasha, and he's just bought 2 bands of Elven skin. See what build he's going for. Does already have a Skadi there. No early BKB or something like that. Just wants as much damage as possible. Whereas Luna has Mask of Mana, Sinter Manta. Pretty standard build. Mask of Madness, obviously for the farming, and then Manta, it lets you dispel the silence from Puck, which is always nice. Veteran is just standing under the tower. Does he seem to care? Not really. But I think he should, because he is going to go down. He bit off a little bit more than he could chew. Thought he could just stand there and look at 3 heroes and was surprised when they killed him. But, you know, Witchblade adds quite a lot of damage. And therefore, Puck's burst is not to be underestimated. Also went the 25 damage talent. Somewhat enjoying a little stack camp there. Actually 3rd on net worth on the Bristleback. Nearly has the Eternal Shroud and a Vanguard. He is a tanky boy. Going to be quite hard to kill. Puck just one-shots the wave, dodges the ice path somehow. And so Decate is out of there, cutting the wave. But tier 1 towers, they have no backdoor protection. So you can just kill them, and the tower will go down to Ollie, who's nearly finished his Dragon Lance, which is pretty much a quintessential Viper item. We picked up the puck, we got him with the silence. Now he's still holding the Waning Rift, or he restole it earlier. Brilliant play by Nan. Of course, the entire Radiant team collapse in on him, but they also get a courier kill. Now it's worth 75 gold each, and it's TP. The no TP on somewhat. Actually quite a blow. But of course, meanwhile, the cores are farming. It was Dragon Lance for Terrorblade. Dragon Lance and Yasha, and now he's going Skadi. Doesn't look like he's going to finish it into a Sanjin Yasha or a Manta. I'm just such a fan of Manta, though. It's so much damage on Terrorblade because of how strong his illusions are. But anyway, his choice. Luna with a little bit of a lead, though, did get killed. Looks like someone wants to engage. Veteran doesn't seem too concerned. He's quite a tanky hero. He's got Vanguard, and he's close to Mech. A lot of damage coming out from Puck, but they got the silence again. Nat, he steals a spell, but he steals the same spell. Waning Rift yet again. He was hoping for Illusory Orb for the kill, but looks like is Puck going to go down? Will actually die to Veterans fast on way, but they did lose their Jakira. They're trying to TP out. Are they going to TP out in time? Yeah, they're going to be fine, but it's a very long cast on rank 1 Dark Rift, but they will get out. So they got a kill on the Puck, and they brought the entire Dire team down. Not down as in killed them, but down as in to that side of the map. Nearly the blink on Wobber. So you can get a sub 20-minute blink on a Lion support who only goes 2-2-2. I think that's quite interesting.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was going to say, because Bristle would have had his Internal Shroud, but for some reason it's on the floor here in the fountain. And it's because his courier's dead. But
has he not realised? Oh, this could be interesting.
I don't know. I thought that he pinged it so somebody would pick it up and then TP in to give it to him.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But
wouldn't it be funny if he bought another Eternal Shroud recipe instead? I hope
yeah,
I hope that happens.
I hope that doesn't happen. I hope someone realizes that that he hasn't got it.
No, I hope that happens and he finds out later, but instead it looks like they're going on somewhat quick in the bottom. They don't even drop the Nether Toxin. Now they drop this. Out comes the break. He is being completely burnt to death. And he will die. Not a lot that could be done to save him. But Puck, that is Decate. He's in the top lane. He's going for Boots of Travel, so he realizes that he's going to need that split pushing Puck build, as Puck can pretty much two-shot a wave, Illusory or Waning Rift, and you're out of there. But then you can just TP back, or TP somewhere else. He's one of the most annoying split pushes there is. But it means that your damage in a fight is slightly reduced by, you know, when your utility by rushing those Boots of Travel, but probably worth it every time. No Boot to Travel for Ollie's Viper. It does make him ridiculously slow here at 320 move speed. He's actually slower than Luna, who doesn't even have boots, with boots. That's how slow Viper is if you don't go travels. That's why I like travels on the mid Viper, but, you know, Agi Treads, of course, giving him that Agi and attack speed. And also strength.
Would you go bots first and then Dragon Lance, or
probably
like...
depends. Maybe Dragon Lance first, and then bots. For me, personally, but he's going for Gleipnir, a good item because you can keep someone in the Nether Toxin for longer, which eventually it doesn't silence anymore. No, that's wrong, but it does continue to break somewhat. I think he's in a lot of trouble now. Somewhat is still broken, but look at the Eternal Shroud. He is healing so much. Ollie tries to TP out, but immediately is greeted by the Overgrowth from Tim. That's going to be a solid kill. What does
Oh.
Rubik steal? Rubik has stolen
He's got
overgrowth.
overgrowth.
But
Okay.
not the easiest thing to use on a Rubik, because you do have to go pretty much melee range or quite close to it in order to get it off. So we'll see. JCA does have a Manta now. Manta before Skadi. But he is pretty strong, but looks like he doesn't care, and he's going back into the jungle. Juju's still the highest level, also just farming the jungle. They've both been gaining gold at pretty much exactly the same rate if we have a look at GPM. The Luna actually has a reasonable advantage, about 80 gold every minute. 80 gold, yeah, 80 gold per minute over the Terrorblade, and is going for a BKB, so there's a defensive item there, whereas JCA, he's just building more damage, basically. I have Skadi. Of course, it does negate a little bit of lifesteal that Luna does, so that could be handy.
I feel sad for them.
Also has 16% evasion. That's a really nice talent to have so early on, because that means Luna is going to miss a fair few attacks. Luna does not have an evasion talent.
So might force her to get an MKB as well at some point.
Maybe it's not the greatest item on Luna, but if Terrorblade does end up with a butterfly,
yeah,
you kind of have no choice but to build it.
yeah.
The problem with MKB is its stats are not good for all heroes. It's high damage, but some heroes would rather have stats. If there was an alternative MKB, like plus 15 agi, plus 15 strength, plus 15 int, and I don't know, some attack speed, like an ultimate orb plus something, and that was also anti-evasion, that would be cool for heroes like Luna, Terrorblade, these heroes who want to buy MKB, but don't want the stats it gives. But I guess that's part of the trade. They have to make evasion at least somewhat viable.
Because they removed the... Is it like the True Strike on Rapier, right?
They did remove on Rapier.
Crystal?
Yeah, it had 100% Rapier, True Sight on the Rapier, and we are going on the Bristle. We've broken him now. He is quite a tanky hero, but when he's broken and being spat on by Viper, he is still going to go down. Tim cannot save him, and I think rank 1 living armor doesn't do a lot to save him. Plus 5 armor, but he died to almost pure magic damage. The thing about this game, though, is it's still quite passive in a way. There's been quite a lot of kills. There's been a lot of fighting, that's for sure, but not a lot of tower pushing, because you've got lots of split pushing and lots of heroes retreating all the time. We do have a full Guardian Greaves now on veteran, so he has gone for Guardian Greaves. We've got the stun onto Tim, but they aren't able to dive him. They're just trying to defend as they take the tower. Tower has gone down, veteran no mana, but still has Guardian Greaves. I don't think you fight into an early Guardian Greaves. Tim is deleted by Ollie in his attack range. He's a scary hero. Got that Maelstrom now. I wouldn't want to mess with this Viper as he goes for the tower.
Tyler.
Attack range talent on Jakiro. I think it's one of the greatest talents in the game. He's only got rank 1 Liquid Fire, however, but when it's maxed out Liquid Fire and you have that attack range, so good at taking down towers. And a really safe way to do it too. Oh, I hear the Dark Rift.
Yeah.
Who's he bringing in? Bringing in quite a team, actually, to top lane. You've now got 4 heroes here. But Dire do the same. They have to spend 100 gold for it, though. But here comes the Dream Core. They're all stuck in place, but Juju doesn't care. Just pops the BKB. He's level 18. He's charging forwards, trying to kill someone, but there isn't a break on him. He's still going to go down. Is he going to go down? Yes, just enough damage. Radiant just so strong. Guardian Greaves was used. Ole, he's just tanky as anything. He's got Essence Ring, a lot of crowd control on him, but Finger of Death, he's not scared of it. JC has turned up. Actually popped his ult, but taking a lot of damage from Ollie. Out comes the Finger of Death. Oh, he will die. Takes too many tower hits. A little bit too aggro there, I'm afraid. And Puck trying to do what he can, but playing it very safe. So it's a trade on Ollie for somewhat, but it does stop the tower push, which I think is the important thing, although they have used their glyph.
There is still overgrowth as well. I think maybe if Trian had a blink, it might have been in favour. Perhaps it's got a really good one off.
Yeah, I mean, instead he's going for
Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, Meteor Hammer. Which I'm the same as you. I think unless you want to play the split push trade, you know, you hide in trees and you one-shot the creep wave, but you don't need to do that. You've got a Puck with boots of travel. You need to be in the team fights. So I mean, it's a win. It's a slight win for the Radiant in that fight, although the net worth is still pretty close. Only 3k gold in it. So what's being said in chat? I think Dire need to split the map rather than chasing fights to win. Well, that's what they're trying to do. I guess Decay, he went for that, the blink and the Boots of Travel. He actually is going in on Juju. But Juju has BKB. Juju can always BKB TP. He should do that straight away, but he doesn't. He plays it way too greedy. And that is his demise. Now he's going to go down. Then he pops the BKB.
Juju.
Oh, Nat
Okay.
saving him. Never mind. He's actually still alive, being chased by the puck. Is he going to be okay? BKB is still up. Oh, nice. He's actually fine. Out comes the Guardian Greaves from Underlord. And now they are going in. Look, he's just spamming it out from max range, but I think he might die. No, he's going to be just okay. There was no Witchblade ready from the puck. This is such a fight here, and I think Decay in a little bit of a tricky situation because he's going to get stunned the second he comes out of the phase shift, and that is the power of Jakiro. Jakiro also with Liquid Frost now. Went for his Ag Shard early. That's a shame for Decay. He's going to go down. Great save from people like Nat and Tim. He casts the Meteor Helmet on himself, but Nat doesn't go in the pit.
Oh no!
Then Nat finds him.
Wait, are they? What
Or
are they
not.
doing? Are they dancing?
I don't know why he didn't go on him, but anyway. And Tim, he's going to go down. And straight into Roche they go. Veteran has 122 bonus damage from Attribute Aura. It is slowly decreasing, but Attribute Aura actually applies to Roche. It takes quite a lot of damage off Roche just by Veteran existing here. And this is going to be quite a big kill on Roche.
Ah, yes. Ross in chat. Hidden vision bit. I thought it was on the left-hand side of Roshan.
Yeah, I don't know. It was odd, but
Rather than the bottom right.
anyway, it's Juju who takes the Aegis. This is a level 20 Luna who's actually taken the Lucent Beam damage. So that's more damage on Eclipse because Eclipse is all based on Lucent Beam's damage. That's 400 damage. He even went the low cooldown, the 2.5 second cooldown. No cast range talent anymore, but he does have it on the Aghanim Shard, which means every time you Lucent Beam, it fires an attack.
That's not good.
I think it's 2 attacks. And it reduces the mana cost. I mean, that shard does too many things. Like, way too many things. I don't know why it does 2 random attacks.
Like
Lowers the cooldown, more
shard.
range. Yeah, these shards will do 50 things at once. I mean, they're going to lose that tier 2 tower. There's no way they engage in that. And he just ground targets the Lucent Beam. It does so much damage to the puck, who's only got 1300 HP. And Eye of Skadi is coming up for Juju fairly soon. He's still got a bit to go. JCA, he's kept up. He's trying to do what he can. He's got his own Eye of Skadi now, trying to pick up that BKB, which he needs so desperately to survive in these team fights. But he is murdering a tier 2 tower of his own. In fact, they've only taken tier 2 and tier 1 towers in this lane. They've taken no mid tower or top tower. So I think Dire should get on that at some point. But Dire, they're doing their best to hold on and to minimize their losses. I think they are struggling in these big team fights. But, you know, they are getting objectives too. They're not idling at all.
Well, have I got this bad feeling that it's going to be like a base race game?
Well, they've set up for it, though I feel like if there's a base race, Terrorblade does hit very hard, but I still think Luna and the Glaives is just unbeatable. They've also got Jakiro. There goes the Guardian Greaves, nice and early. A defensive Macropire too. Nice stun from Wobber, but do they have any follow-up? They're both quite tanky. Of course, you've got Aegis on Luna. The nice thing is, you've got Siege, remember? You see what Jack's doing? Max rank Liquid Frost. It does percentage damage to the tower, so it kills the tower actually very quickly. Ollie's got to be careful. He is taking some serious smackdown from Somewhat. Somewhat doesn't seem to care. He's just going around spamming his Aghanim Scepter, which, as we know, is a very, very good Ags for the Bristleback. But remember, they can't just slowly poke the tower. You've got Tim. It's not the max living armor Tim with the Holy Locket. Instead, it's going to be rank 2, but he'll eventually heal that tower back to full. So they're going to need to all in the tower if they want to kill it. So that's actually a really nice thing to have on the Dire team. Got Veteran going in. He doesn't care. You've got full team engaging on Somewhat. You can bring him down if you have enough damage. He might be a tanky hero, but he cannot 5 versus 1, and he is going to be brought down. I mean, most Bristles think they can, and maybe if they went like 10-0 in the early game, they can. But no, unfortunately not always.
Or with like Ags and stuff, I think. Like the full shebang. Oh, he's got Ags.
He does have Ags, and it's good, but you know, it's just not enough. He got locked down. He's got broken. Remember, if you're broken, you lose 40% damage reduction, which is basically all of Bristleback's tankiness. You see what Decate's doing? Oh, he gets pulled in by Nat, but he's not stolen the silence yet. A lot of damage going to the puck. They have to drop the glyph. What Decate's trying to do is to cut the wave, or to one-shot the wave and then blink away, but they still get a small window if it gets close enough to the tower to hit it. As you can see, they're not doing any damage to it yet. They need the backdoor protection to go away. And the creeps are just about to cancel. They also have a catapult, but they're getting pretty low. No guarding greaves for a little bit. You don't kill the catapult, but it's just going to naturally go down. I don't think you're just going to take this tower down by battle of attrition. You've got to just go in and take it. Remember, you've got the Aegis on Luna. You've still got it for over a minute. Jack, they're going on Jack somewhat. He's just going straight in. But is this another case where Jack goes in too much? We get the Dream Call. Dream Call on 4, but it doesn't matter because Juju, he's just going to pop BKB and immediately there's a kill on Decay for JCA. He is at large, but taking a lot of damage. It's just the damage from Macropire. They're all burning to death. Almost their entire team died to Viper and the Macropire. Juju is going to die, but it doesn't matter because he'll just come back to life. And they also got the buyback on the Puck. They did lose Jack, but that's a massive win for the Radiant. Buyback on Puck and some kills. And all they lost was the Aegis, but it means they are going to back off for now. And the mid tower will live to fight another day, and Tim will start healing it yet again. So pretty insane, these fights. And remember, next Roche has Agshard. I think a hero missing Agshard at the moment is Underlord. I think his Agshard is really, really good. It just does, like, again, 50 things to it for no reason. Like 3 more waves and you can just put it on yourself. So you can just run into the enemy with 9 Firestorm waves. And it reduces the cast time, the cast point by half. He's eating the dinner. Well, he needs to win the game first. That's his reward. Anyway, Ollie has the Gleipnir and he's got the Agshard. Agshard on Viper is this upgrade to poison attack, making it reduce armor, and it affects buildings, as well as increasing the max stacks. Now you've got a lot of spells that work on buildings on the Radiant team. Liquid Fire, Liquid Frost, and Poison Attack.
Odd. That just means that if they ever get into their base, the enemy base, they're just going to shred it all.
They just need to take down one of these towers, which of course they're struggling to because Tim keeps healing them up. But they do have the poke for the towers, which they're going to start doing now. But look, Juju, he's just standing on the high ground. Very little Finn. Look at somewhat. He is just getting destroyed. Wobber blinks in, gets the stun to Juju. But Ollie, he has found a kill from such range. And the fantastic grab by Nap. There's going to be a buyback on someone. Look at Ollie just firing out these right clicks like an absolute turret. Ollie is so tanky. That Hood of Defiance and Essence Ring combo, they can't bring this guy down. And the tower is very low. It's a couple more hits. It does actually get denied. 2 buybacks from the Dire. They are throwing everything they can. They've already lost the tower. Ollie with a massive Gleipnir. Gleipnir follow up into the Pit of Malice. There is an engage by Wob, but now we have the ultimate coming up from Juju, the Eclipse. It is destroying Wobber. Wobber actually has the Agshard, and Ollie will fall down, but it doesn't matter. He's still going to go down. Level 23 Juju. Still holding a lot of gold, and you've got to use on that. Just holding somewhat in place. Somewhat does manage to escape. But it's time for Luna to start right-clicking the base, and you know when that happens, it's pretty much hard to do anything. I mean, JC is trying. He actually pops BKB. He's trying to fight against the entire enemy team. Can he do it? He might actually get a kill on Juju. JC does it. By himself, he's running in. 4 versus 1 he ran in. I guess he had somewhat too, but he still managed to defend some of his base. But actually, he did lose the rack, so it's a little bit too late. He does pick up an important kill on the Luna. And he actually is very close in net worth and picked up a lot of XP there too. And 1 set of racks, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. He's also equipped himself with the Elven Tunic. That puts his evasion up to 30% evasion. But Luna says, well, screw your evasion. I'm going my own butterfly. I don't care about yours.
Oh my god, Juju's bugle is back. Unreal.
Oh, is it? Yeah, there it is. That's what it's all about. That's the iconic.
I love it.
Haven't seen Frauding for a while in his robe of power.
Yes.
It's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I miss that bugle.
You missed the bugle, yeah.
I have. I really have.
There's a massive level
Iconic.
advantage on the Radiant if you have a look. You've got 4 heroes with their level 20 talent, whereas the Dire only have 1. So a massive power spike. Underlord went 20 health regen to help survive in these fights. Ollie went for 70 damage, so he went for the right-click build, which makes sense. He's got Gleipnir, and now he's going Pipe. Decided, well, I've got a Hood of Defiance. I might as well turn it into a pipe. Even more magic resist for me, and it helps push high ground, helps my team. He actually finds the Gleipnir on Tim. He doesn't realise. Does he realise Tim's there? Do they pick him up in time? No, they don't.
The courier
Tim gets the TP. I mean, the courier going to him that's a great chance to use it. There's a bit of a fight going on the top lane, but Veteran is very tanky, has a million health regen. He's still holding Guardian Greaves as well. Massive overgrowth. That's a 4-man overgrowth stolen by Nat. And look, it just holds Whopper in place. Puck goes down, just gets burned to death. What an amazing play from Nat. Yet again, making more use of the enemy spells than his own. But JC trying to chase Juju, but he does not have Metamorphosis, so he's going to have to go back. I think I just heard a stolen Sunder. It was used to heal his teammates. The amount of spells Nat takes and uses in one fight is just at an incredible level. I want to have a little instant replay on that fight because that was pretty cool. So here we go. They try to get the kill on Tim, but Tim goes back, though he does manage to take the overgrowth. You think Veteran and Jack are in trouble, but then out of nowhere, instantly comes in Nat with the 4-man overgrowth, and it just lasts so long, and then Jack immediately fires his spells up on top. And of course, Juju, he's almost off screen doing his damage because of how long range Lucid Beam is. But anyway, it's time. Time to take down those last towers. And look at the racks. They are getting absolutely melted by Luna just being Luna. And it bounces all around your towers, all around your base. There's really nothing you can do. You've not got Decay for 5 seconds, the somewhat for 40. Last set of racks. There's no glyph either. And that would be Megas, my friend. He's gone in. He's doing a lot of damage to Ollie. Can Ollie survive this? I don't think he can. He gets Finger of Death. Does almost no damage. But it's JCA doing all the damage here. Just right-clicking with his monstrous army. It's a shame it's just a little bit too late for Juju. He pops his ult. But JCA, he saved his BKB. But can he fight level 25 Luna? I don't think it's enough damage. He uses Sunder on Veteran to heal himself up. He is taking so much damage from the Macropire. In fact, I think JCA has taken more damage from Macropire than anything else. Incredible what Shakira has managed to do this game. And he's going to get the kill. Well, Juju actually is the one who takes the kill. It's a 5 times kill streak. I must say, JCA, that's the first time JCA has died this entire game. He really, really played well in this Terrorblade, but it was just a bit too late. He'd already lost his team by the time he was online. Nat trolling a little bit with the Sunder. But I think it's going to be GG. JCA has to buy back and somewhat putting the pain in, but you have lost all tier 4 towers on the Dire. So what are they going to do?
Cry.
Yeah, it's just one final fight where they throw everything they have. Look at Somewhat just spamming the goo more and more and more. But Juju, he is so tanky. You're not going to bring this guy down. Absolute monster. He's got the Paladin Sword. He's got the Lifesteal talent as well. He must have over like 50% effective Lifesteal. And you can't bring Juju down. He just doesn't care. Look at him. Not a care in the world, Juju. He barely got any kills this game. He actually went 5-3, 17. Nat. Yeah, and that's the one with the kills. He has 11 kills, 1 death, and 17 assists.
He's the support player. Like, he's supporting.
I know, but I think he supported his team to victory. What a fantastic play. I mean, the thing about Nat is it's interesting. You see him a lot on mid lane. You see him in these in-houses play something like Puck, and you think, oh, okay, Nat, he's maybe a core player, but we forget that support is actually his main role. That's how he got up to Immortal in the first place. And Rubik, that's his main hero, apart from Wind Ranger. And, you know, we saw it in action yet again. Probably the 12th in-house where Nats played Rubik and absolutely dominated on the hero. So there you have it. 2 cores, Juju and JCA. They fought it out, but the team fight of Radiant was just too strong. And as I said, I was betting on the Radiant. I thought the team fight was a lot better. Loads of tanky heroes, tons of spells to throw out. Dire were a little bit sort of split pushy, slows, didn't have many stuns. I just felt the Radiant team was a lot more straightforward and solid. So there you go. Megan gets the points for betting on Ollie. Well done.